Hey, what's up? Jon Cue here, and I'm going to be walking through and doing a small tutorial on the Numark Orbit. So just real quick, I want to give you a 360 view so you can see what's going on the back side here. You can see this little Velcro strap that I added that comes with the box. I'll explain that a little bit later. You have one little LED indicator light right here for charging and letting you know when you need to charge. You have a standard USB port right here for direct connection and charging of the device, and a basic on-off switch right here. So if you spin this bad boy back around, you see on top we have the bumpers on the left side and the right side. These are for the accelerometer. So if you twist it forward and backwards on the y-axis, you can adjust one of the parameters. Same thing if you do it left to right or right to left on the x-axis, you can adjust the parameters there. You'll be seeing more of that in the video a little bit later. You can get real crazy with this, have a bunch of fun, twist things around and manipulate whatever thing you want to do. Right here you see 1 through 4. These are the pad banks, and up top you have the K1 through 4. These are the knob tools. So this big jog wheel right here, these are the different knobs. You can set them up to change whatever parameters you want. I like to do my video effects on that. So again, at the bottom you have the different banks, number 1 through 4. And then on the top here you have, K1 through 4. And you can set up different changes for each knob within each one of those banks, if that makes sense. Once you get it, you'll kind of figure it out. All right, so at the bottom here, we have 2 little metal hooks that I like to set up what I call the Flavor Flav style. So I'll take 2 little lanyard pieces and connect those together and clip those right in here and kind of hang it from my neck like a necklace. And on the back, the Velcro strap that I talked about earlier, I'll go from the Flavor Flav style to what I call the Mega Man or the Ghostface Killer style. So I'll put my arm in here, strap it to my wrist. Usually when I'm performing, I have it a little bit higher so I can adjust it and still move my hands to DJ or whatever, but I still have full control when it's not upside down here. I still have full control of the accelerometer, and I can adjust different parameters by twisting my arm like this. And this is one of the features that really sold me on this device. It allows me to really perform in a very unique way. It trips people out. Like I got the whole Ghostface Killer vibe going on. All right, so the way this works is the information from this little piece called the dongle is transmitted from here, which plugs into your computer back to the Numark device. The box says something like 30 feet, I believe, line of sight, but I've experimented and went a little bit further with it myself. So that's the dongle and how the device really works and the different features and buttons on it. So when you turn it on for the first time, you'll get this cool illumination light chase type thing going on until all of your mappings from the previous use load up. And so I'll show you a little bit of mine right here on the left side. I have 1 through 4, technically 5 for my cue points, sensor, and play. On the right side here, I have my loops, and I can adjust my loops, and I'll tell you more about that, or show you more about that, I guess, rather, later on in this video. So that's how I kill my loop, and all this is on pad 1, and my right side is going to be on pad 2. Everything's identical, but the color. So the mapping and the setup is for left side and right side, and I like to have the color separate when I'm on whatever channel, because sometimes when I'm DJing, I get a little confused, and that's why it's important to make sure you practice using this, because you don't want to mess up and forget what you're doing when you're doing it live. So again, 3 and 4 is for the video effects. Number 3 is going to be my freestyle thing where I can kind of manipulate each individual piece of the video. Number 4, you don't have as much control, but you can kind of sit back and let things happen. Number 4 is my effect sequencer. So I'll go into some of my mappings with 1 and 2 and show you how it works with my video. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with my left side. Everything's on the left side, so you can see this video right here. If I hit my hot cue, boom, 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 I can get it to play the first button, but I need it to go to play. So I have my green button right here. I'll just hit play. Everything starts to roll. There's a video, beautiful woman, grass, scenery, blah, 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 blah. Now, what if I want to set a second cue point that I don't have already programmed? That's what this second button is here for. You can see I can push that, and the video is working and doing everything the same way thanks to the mix emergency bridge. Now I want to go to my third cue point. However I want to set it, you can kind of play with it and turn it into a miniature MPC, if you will. But all this right here on the video, you can see on the right side, is happening in real time. So if we want to go over and work on some loops, we're still on bank 1 on my right side. I activated the loop for 1 beat. I can reduce it by half each time I press this top button and then that red button at the bottom when I want to release the effect, or when I want to release the loop rather, excuse me. And so if I want to go to number 2, same thing for the right side, but right now we're going to be focusing on the left side. All right, so pay attention here. This is where it can get a little confusing. This is how I have mine set up. So I have my cue points right here in blue on the left side. This top one where my thumb is, you can see this is cue point number 5. So if I want to do a temporary cue point right there, I can do that. What if I don't like it? I'll hit the button underneath it, which deletes that same cue point, set a new one, and do it however I want. That's my sensor button and my play pause button. So I go back to number 5, push play, and everything resumes all the same. So I pause it again, and I play it again. All right, so now this is going to be the part where I talk about the changing of the effects. I have the effects sequencer and I have the effects controller, and this whole interface that you see right here is through Mix Emergency. So I can change the different effect on the jog wheel on K1. I want to set it to LED. I like that one. And so again, my left side bumper, my accelerometer, I have it set up where I can hit it and twist it around on the X-axis, and then it changes the video. So you can see right there the LED effect that happens. On the screen it says gloom. For whatever reason I set my MIDI mapping wrong. You can go back and change it, but this is the parameter right here. This is the overall mix, so that's what we're turning up when we twist the accelerometer to the left and the right. So you can set this to whatever you want, however you want. I chose to do it on the accelerometer because it looks cool. I can turn up the mix of a certain effect with my arm when I do my Mega Man or Ghostface Killer style. And so within this, I can go up and down, increase, decrease the parameter amount. So again, you have mix left and right, and then now you have the actual depth of each parameter. Okay, so now if I switch it over to strips, I can change the amount of strips right here because this is one of the parameters, and I have control over the depth of one of those. So however you want to set it up, this is the way I do mine. I find this to be kind of easy. Green is up, red is down. Easy way for me to remember it. So again, my left bumper or accelerometer controls the overall mix, the amount of effect that is shown on the screen. So I'll turn it all the way to the left, turn it down all the way. You still can kind of see it a little bit on the screen, so I didn't quite turn it down all the way, but we'll keep going over to the effects sequencer on bank number 4. And you see right up here, this is where the effect sequencer happens. Oh, real quick, this is one thing that I kind of like about this as well. The same way I have my hot cue set on Serato or Scratch Live or however else, this allows me to catch a song. So you can hear the end of the video is coming up and I want to keep going. So I'll jump on one of my hot cues. Boom, right there. It sets back to wherever I had my third hot cue. And I can go back from bank 1 back to bank 4 and continue doing my tutorial on the Numark Orbit. So this is the effects sequencer, and everything is synced up through Mix Emergency based on the BPM, and I set it so it can activate 1 through 4 right here for every beat. Or if I want to go on, let me see, I want to set it up for the 2 and the 4. Let me go back. The 2 and the 4. So down. Not going to go into music theory, but I activated the strobe effect to go on the 2 and the 4 beat, and you can set it up for all these buttons right here to go all the way up to 32 beats. Again, this is the effect sequencer, which is different from the changing of each video effect, and I set it up the way I want to. You can kind of do it your own way, but this cool part, like right here, I want to change the blending mode of my strobe effect. So I want to select color, and within this I can even change the parameters and change the frequency or the modes on that. This is all the effect sequencer, different from the regular effects changer. So that real quick is just the Numark Orbit. You can go back through all these different pads and do your hot cues, start and stop, and do whatever you want to, because it's MIDI, and that's the beauty of MIDI. You can have it speak to your computer however way you want it to, and it's wireless. So shout outs to Numark definitely for coming up with this thing. I really do enjoy the flexibility of it. I can do so many different things and change you know, video effects and whatever else. I can set cue points and however I want to make it work for me as a DJ, and however you want to make it work for you as a DJ, you have the freedom to do so. So have fun with it, go crazy. Send a email to Numark or something like that. Drop me a line if you want to see more of this Numark Orbit or any of my other devices or things that I have. Let me know. Click here and subscribe, or leave a comment, do a like, hit that button for a like, I don't know, hit that button to subscribe, and hit this button to watch some more videos. DJ Jon Cue, Numark Orbit overview and tutorial. Great piece of hardware right here, only $99. So go up and pick one up and have fun with it. Be a great DJ or producer, whoever you are. Thumbs up. Peace out.